Chicago to start out. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Steph Curry's out there with Thompson. Then it's Green. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogut in at the 5 down low. Griffin can't get it to go in.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Curry kicks to Bogut, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Jennings dishes to George. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip. A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Jennings passes to Thompson. Griffin sets the screen for Thompson. Shot off the pick. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Thompson.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Curry. The dish to Thompson. Fires the 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the
man.
game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Here's Jennings. Know what? Great D that time from Green. Now here's Barnes. Passes it to Green. Tries from 10. It's hauled in by Paul George. Jennings kicks to Anthony. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Nobody near George. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Curry against Griffin. Fires for 3. Curry can't get it to go.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Thompson outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Jennings. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively, and this lead, I think, is headed up.
Now, here's George. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Griffin kicks to Anthony. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Anthony's got his second bucket tonight.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Picked by Griffin. Thompson from long range. Shot is off.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Here's Chicago. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Thompson. And it's 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Spades dishes to Barbosa. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Russell kicks to Leonard. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. No good with the layup.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And again, Chicago running the court in transition. And Green slams it in.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Well, if you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
They're not doing themselves any favors at this point. They've got to stabilize their offense with just sound execution.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Livingston. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Free throw good, Livingston. Both good from the line that time. Here's Chicago. They're on a 16-7 run. Outside, Russell kicks it to Gasol. Power down with both hands.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
A lot of times the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
Ezeli is out there with Maurice Spates. Then there's Barbosa. Then there's Livingston. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. Out to the right wing. Oh, trying for it. Right side, Leonard. From the corner. Here's Gasol, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gasol's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Chicago. Here is Livingston. To the inside, here's Barbosa, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
The drive by Russell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Ezeli.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Here is Livingston. Goes up on the wing. And that one comes up a bit short.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
They're using this full court pressure right now, looking to create some turnovers.
They double him with Russell. Ezeli the pass to Barbosa. Feeds to Ezeli. And here is Barbosa. He's got 5, 4 on the shot clock. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Gasol. Paul George comes in for Leonard. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Green. And it's Jennings in for Russell. Curry against Jennings. Pass to Barnes with the shot. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. From deep, George. Rebounded by Bogut. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Chicago leading by 4. Jennings with the ball. He kicks to Griffin. Here's Anthony. Lays it up and in on a nice reverse. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Griffin dishes to Carmelo. And it comes off the front of the rim. Outside Curry. They double-team Curry. Ball's knocked loose. Bogut kicks to Green. Right side Jennings. Right through the D for the layup. Jennings has got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Chicago.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition. Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Chicago making some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Russell in for Brandon Jennings. They double-team Curry. Bogut with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Bogut kicks to Curry. He sinks the 11-footer. Curry's got 5 points so far.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And that is good. 5 points in the game.
Griffin created the space for that shot.
Here's Curry. 5 points in the game. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's off from three-point range. Leonard, the pass to Russell. Griffin, no one around him. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Barnes against Griffin. Curry. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Hits from the high post. That's 7 points for Steph Curry.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Here's Griffin, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw good from Thompson.
Two shots.
And so Thompson nails both of them. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Deflects the pass. Stolen by George. Here's Russell. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And Chicago leads by 13.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot's good by Iguodala. Now Russell. At the elbow, it's George. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Thompson. And the first half. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Paul George is out there with Anthony. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Thompson. And it's Jennings in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy. Thompson for the triple. Chicago grabs the miss. Griffin's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Curry against Jennings. They kick it out to Green. Lets the 3 fly. Chicago grabs the miss. Pass to Bogut. Curry dishes to Bogut. And there's the pass to Curry. That 3 off the mark. Chicago leading by 15. Anthony kicks to Griffin. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Jennings passes to Anthony. And it's sent back by Bogut. Jennings against Curry. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony.
Timeout.
That is his first foul of the game.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Changes for Chicago. Kawhi Leonard comes in for George. And it's Russell in for Brandon Jennings.
D'Angelo Russell.
Green, the screen. It's Curry with the drive. Out to Thompson. The 3 ball. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Boy, a sluggish, muddy start to this second half. Still scoreless.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Thompson's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. They double-team Curry. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
For Chicago, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
At the line.
The first free throw is good. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Klay Thompson.
2 shots.
Blake Griffin hits them both. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Barbosa dishes to Barnes. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
Harrison Barnes at the line for 2.
Barnes hits them both. Chicago leading by 17. Dishes it to Thompson. Three-pointer. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 14 points for Klay Thompson.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Up top, Curry, defended by Griffin. They grab their own miss. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That free throw missing. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Leonard attacking. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That free throw good from Leonard. Leonard hits them both.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Curry against Russell. From the line. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And it's 9 points for Steph Curry.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Chicago leading by 18. Here's George, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Ezeli's checked in for Barnes.
Substitution. Festus Ezeli.
Spates against Gasol. Fades and shoots. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. Here's Livingston. Here's Barbosa. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Here's George. Comes up empty off the pick.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
4-on-3 break. Livingston kicks to Ezeli. The 11-footer. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Ezeli's got his second basket of the night. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And that one's good.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
That one goes. Count it. And that's now 6 points for Brandon Jennings.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. Jennings has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Iguodala with it. George picks him up. And the slam dunk by Spates.
And not known as a rim rattler. I mean, he's usually kind of rooted to the floor, not elevating to the rim.
Well, Greg, with his length, he doesn't have to go far to get to that
point.
rim.
I tell you what, guys, he got it right there without a problem.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I'll tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Thompson against Green, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Chicago making a switch here. Anthony's checked in.
Carmelo Anthony.
Puts it up off the inbound, and again it's Maurice Spates. Spates has got 6 points in the quarter.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. For Chicago, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Jennings with the steal. He dishes it to Green. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. We've got Bogut. Curry is out there with Thompson. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Now the feed to Green. Curry kicks to Bogut. Gasol with the steal. Outside Anthony. Fires from deep. That's his 4th miss. He's made 5 of 9. Curry against Russell. Teardrop shot. Curry's shot is good.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy. What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Chicago.
For your Chicago team, Blake Griffin.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Thompson passes to Bogut. And Griffin sends it back. And he recovers it. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. It's going to be Bogut shooting. It's on Kawhi Leonard. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Chicago.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The three from Anthony. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Paul George is checked in for Chicago. Green comes in for Thompson.
Paul George. Daniel Green.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And that one's good, Barnes.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
And it's Russell with the rebound.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Right wing. Here's the three. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Russell's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. To the inside. Thompson with the bucket.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Chicago leading by 16. Russell kicks to Anthony. It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. On the wing, Green. All sorts of time. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Here's Anthony, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. 13 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
He hits the second from the line. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. They double-team Curry. Thompson against Russell. Curry wide open. Off target with his 3.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bageled in the second.
And again, no good by Chicago. He feeds it to Barnes. Griffin on the double team. Barnes with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. On up the court. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. That's 10 points for Blake Griffin.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Thompson for the triple. The shot is off. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. 22 is their biggest lead.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Curry against Russell. Thompson from long range. And it's Thompson again missing.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
But they get it back. Here's Anthony. Green with the block.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol is checked in for Griffin. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Green, he's checked in for George. And it's Williams in for Russell. And the wide open shot from Green. Green missing again.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Chicago.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Well, the ball movement was good. The player movement was excellent, and you only get assists when guys make shots.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Thompson. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
The dish to Barnes. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
You look at what Barnes has done so far. 10 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Here's Williams. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge. Watch out below. Get out of his way now.
No way that he was going to slow him down.
Yeah, he was not to be denied on that possession.
Here's Leonard, and it's Chicago scoring again.
Guys, it's over. I think we can say that now with certainty.
I'm with you. I mean, we'd like to officially welcome everybody to garbage time.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams from outside. Barnes grabs the miss. Here is Livingston, guarded by Green. Over in the corner, Barnes. There's a good screen. No good. Good D by Williams. Green dishes to Gasol. Here's Leonard. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on.